Now, talk to me about this subject of human capital. How do you incorporate a household's earnings when you're building an investment portfolio?
Right, so I think the first thing is definitions. What is human capital? And you mentioned it briefly. Human capital is this idea that our largest asset for most of us is our future earnings. So if I'm going to make $100,000 a year and I'm going to work for 30 more years, that's worth, let's just call it $2 million, right? And that asset has unique risk attributes. So for example, if I work for a bank, I work in financial services, I should really think about, well, how should that affect my portfolio? Well, there's two different ways it should affect how I invest my assets. The first is, how aggressive is my portfolio? We've done some research at Morningstar, and people that work in financial services have a bit riskier human capital than average, and so my portfolio should be a bit more conservative. Now, what that might mean is just having maybe more cash in my savings account, as opposed to having 3 months of savings. I've got 6 months of savings. There's also things like the asset class impact. So, for example, in my portfolio, I may underweight financial services because I have that exposure via my human capital.